Every Hand Joined is about every child in Red Wing having the skills necessary to succeed in the 21st century. What is unique about Every Hand Joined is how we do that. Every Hand Joined is a community-based effort, not strictly a school-based effort or a business-based effort, but the entire community rallying around that goal and using data to make the right decisions to ensure that happens.
This is a relatively small town, but we have a lot of history, and we also have a lot of people who have come in more recently. We realized as a community that we needed to address the educational challenges we have as a community. We can't just rely on the school system. We can't just rely on city government or on the parents or on the nonprofits. We have to work on this as a group.
There are two big needs that sparked this initiative. The first is that we had students who were underperforming or not meeting the needs, and we saw that they weren't being able to be successful after graduation in high school. The other is really from a business standpoint. We want to be able to attract quality employees and families to come to Red Wing to work, and we need a good quality school to be able to do that. The 5 goals of Every Hand Joined go from cradle to career. The first is that every child will be prepared for school. The second is that every child will be supported in and out of school. The third goal is that every child will succeed academically. The fourth goal is that every child will graduate and go into some sort of post-secondary education. And the last goal is that they will finish that post-secondary education or training and then get some sort of career. The work that we try and get done is accomplished through our network system. And the network is a group of people who are targeting one goal, or even more importantly, one aspect of one goal.
One of our networks is focused on hunger. Over the past 6 months, we've handed out 1,600 meals to kids, and there's a direct tie, obviously, between hunger and their outcomes in schools. And so the Hunger Network is working to improve how many children come to school not hungry so they can be in the best position to learn.
We also have a college and career readiness network that's targeting goals 4 and 5. And we're in the process, we just got started a math network, which is really targeting our math scores and trying to help students improve in the area of math.
Every Hand Joined does a good job of creating an environment where it's safe for us to express our current reality. So we share academic data, we share data about all different kind of school aspects, but Every Hand Joined supports us with helping to aggregate that data, helping to analyze it, and then once we've used that data to develop a focus area, Every Hand Joined helps us develop plans to reach our desired outcomes and means to get to those outcomes. Instead of randomly picking out things that we want to do or work on and stuff like that, everything's aligned from our mission to the way we make decisions, to the way we try to budget things. There's alignment there, and there's purpose behind that.
In goal 3, where every child will succeed academically, we have a real specific focus. We've selected 3rd grade reading, 8th grade math, and 8th grade science as our target numbers and our baseline numbers, and that's because we know that those are real key moments in a student's history in school that'll determine their success for later on. 3rd grade reading, if a child's not reading well by 3rd grade, statistics are very clear that they don't catch up, and so we want to ensure that all of our students are reading well by 3rd grade. The second is 8th grade algebra. We teach algebra in the 8th grade now, and we know that that's a gateway as well. And so we need to make sure that our students have the skills necessary when they're in 8th grade algebra to be able to be successful further on. And finally, it's 8th grade science. All of the sciences that lead up to 8th grade are general science classes, and they're kind of the building blocks. And so we know if they don't have the science skills by the time they leave 8th grade, they're going to really struggle in high school as well.
70% of future jobs are going to require at least some level of college education. And if we want to be a center for high technology growth and innovation in industry, we need to be able to attract those folks. And how do we do that? We do that by being a place that's known for valuing education, for investing, putting in long-term investments into our young people and then into our older students and making sure they're ready when they do leave Red Wing, they're ready to learn. And then, of course, we're hoping they're going to come back. And we're hoping that those other industries that we want to attract are going to say, there's a community that I want to live in. It's great for my family, it's great for my workers. They're going to be able to provide me with the kind of high quality trained workers who are willing to hit the ground running from the day one.